What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some news concerning Regis Prograis. You know, Regis Prograis had a fight which in the World Boxing Super Series, he went up against Josh Taylor, which was one of the most intriguing light welterweight fights that we had to offer. You know, we've seen Hooker and Ramirez, and that fight was epic. Now we look forward to Regis Prograis versus Josh Taylor, and that fight has fell through because Regis Prograis has pulled out, and he has filed a lawsuit against the World Boxing Super Series, organizers, and it's a breach of contractual obligations. They were refusing to give him money that he was promised, plain and simple. You can't blame him and his promoter, Wbss, for doing this because if you say you're going to pay someone, pay them. It's prize fighting. People die in the ring. They risk their life, their health in the ring. So you have to pay them. And this is for other people's entertainment. Okay. Shouts out to Regis Prograis for being his own man. Salute to the boot because he's from New Orleans, Louisiana. And it's time for fighters like Regis Prograis to really step up. It sucks the fight's not happening, but I can understand why it's not. Now he's pulled out of this Super Series. What does that mean for Regis Prograis at this point? Okay, first of all, he can sue the World Boxing Super Series. Okay, this is aside from the Zone. Okay, it was going to be aired on the Zone, but this World Boxing Super Series is supposed to be funding the money, and then they're talking about not having the money available to pay these fighters. And Regis Prograis was like, hell no. Right? I'm getting out. And I'm going to sue you because I've already signed a contract saying that you would pay me this money. Anybody that knows about contracts is me. Okay? If I sign a contract to do anything or any job, I expect to be paid. You know what I'm saying? Just like anyone else, including Regis Prograis. So, yeah, I can understand why he jumped out. But what does that mean for his future? What could he do? He's beefing with Adrian Broner. Let's talk about that for a minute. Adrian Broner has been talking shit. I'll beat the shit out of Buddy. I run the 140-pound division. Hey, man, me, I'm taking over here. I'm a street nigga. I'm outside. So Regis Prograis counterpunched, right? Regis Prograis was like, hey, man, you shit water. You know what I mean? As soon as I get rid of these guys, I got a lot of other things to do, but I'm coming for you as soon as I get through with them. But you've been talking, you talking shit again. The last person you beat was Adrian Granados, and you badly did that. He's a charismatic cat. You know what I mean? And now fights like that can happen. AB is like, 1-2 steps, 2 fights away from becoming like that co-main event guy. So Regis Prograis fighting him and beating him could actually help him along to his path downward. You know what I'm saying? Because Adrian Broner, he got that Pacquiao money. He's got money now. He's talking about retiring. Then he's talking shit about Regis Prograis, which is the top fighter at 140. So which one is it going to be? Okay? So that looks good. The silver lining looks good for Regis Prograis. They tried to fuck him in the World Boxing Super Series. Now him and Wbss are retaliating and counterpunching, right? Now you got a guy that more than likely was just talking shit because he felt that, hey, there's no way Regis Prograis will fight me anyway because he has a couple other guys that he could fight in the World Boxing Super Series. Well, guess what? He's out, AB. About boxing, about billions. Are you about fighting Regis Prograis? Well, we'll see because those fights now can become available. Let's get it on, right? Let's make those fights happen. I love shit talk because it's either one thing you're going to do. You're going to talk a lot of shit and not back it up, or talk a lot of shit and win, or talk a lot of shit and get beat up. You know what I mean? Either way, it's still building up. It's still telling someone what you're going to do, and we'll see if you can do it. With Regis Prograis, it looks good for Regis Prograis. He can fight a lot of other fighters, So I'm not too upset about it. I did want to see how he was going to go up against someone like Josh Taylor, because that guy, the high-tech style that he has versus, Prograis' rough and rugged style, with the quick double jab and aggressive body punching. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see that type of fight, but maybe one day down the line when all the dust clears. But anyway, it looks like AB, you know, he talks a lot of shit. He's tough. I give him that. But can he handle Prograis? Hey, we'll soon see, because Prograis looks like a free agent. If this lawsuit doesn't work out and they don't pay that man his money, right? So that looks good. Regis Prograis versus Adrian Broner. Let's see. You know what I'm saying? So you guys tell me what you think about Regis Prograis pulling out of the World Boxing Super Series and AB talking mad shit like he knows how. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.